This is Gary Schnitkey, and this is a 5-minute Farm Doc Daily dealing with the prevalence of corn and soybeans across the Midwest. Corn relative to soybeans varies across the Midwest, and we wanted to just look and see how much it varied across the states within the middle of the Corn Belt. To do that, we calculated a ratio of corn acres from 2015 to 19 to soybean acres from 2015 to 19. If we look at that ratio and it equals 1, then there's 1 corn acre for every soybean acre. If that ratio is above 1, or greater than 1, then we have more corn acres than soybean acres. If it's below 1, we see more soybean acres relative to corn. In the heart of the Corn Belt, ratios above 1 would mean that we have more corn after corn farmland out there. A ratio of 1 would pretty much typify a corn-soybean rotation is the largest one in those areas, and we see more soybeans after soybeans in those areas with less than 1 ratios. The map we saw is done for the states from North Dakota to Kansas over to Ohio. If you're looking at this map, you will see the highest numbers, or the most corn relative to soybean acres in Nebraska and Kansas, and those happen to be irrigated land, and then also above in Wisconsin and Michigan. Those high ratios in Wisconsin and Michigan are there probably because of livestock, particularly in Wisconsin. And if you look at the Wisconsin ratios, those high ratios, it starts in the northeast corner and goes down through Iowa and also extends into northwest Illinois. From those areas, from Wisconsin to Iowa, it then slowly goes down. And for example, in central Illinois, we see a 50-50 corn-soybeans rotation being the prevalent. And then you go further south into southern Illinois, Kansas, over into Ohio and Indiana, and you see more soybeans than corn. This is just general information, but it does show you how those rotations vary across the region. A lot of that variation in the middle of the Corn Belt, Illinois, Indiana, and Iowa, those 3 I states, is related to the level of corn yield and the corn relative to soybean ratio. And if you think about that, higher corn levels of both result in more corn acres, and that's fundamentally related to profitability. So we move out from the center of the Corn Belt, other factors are important. You can read more about this in my Farm Doc Daily, which is linked in the description to this YouTube video.